Hi, everyone. Day 4 of Talk 10 for 30. And I know I'm going to say this is my favorite topic. I love talking about it all, of course. But when I discovered the next topic for myself, it was a complete life changer. And I've always been a little bit of a rebel. I've been quite independent my whole life. I've had to be because of my upbringing, and so I had to take care of myself a little bit more than the average child. So I always did trust something greater than myself. I always I always said to myself, everything works out. Everything that is meant to be will be, no matter how much of a struggle it is, no matter what the circumstance is. I've always had that in my back pocket. That's been my belief system. And now that I'm especially doing years of research here, because I'm a little bit of a nerd when it comes to this stuff, is the fact that our beliefs, our attitude, what we feel, believe, the experiences, what we have, the experiences we have with people, how we view the world, everything. It emits an energy, okay? And that is the next topic. Quantum physics is, it's a little bit more of a popular discussion now. By all means, I'm no scientist and I'm no, I definitely am, I'm not a physicist by all means, but you don't have to be. You don't have to be to really understand that it starts with you, what your body does, what your thoughts do. It all emits this invisible energy and frequency. Joe Dispenza, I mean, I've been following him for quite some time now, but he is definitely the one to, if you want to look at quantum physics, he's definitely the person to follow on that. He does research, and he'll put the measurements and lots of studies, lots of good stuff comes from his work. And so very much aligned to, the subconscious, and how the subconscious is really the operator of our life. Okay. And we have the conscious mind, of course, and we're awake, and we're doing things, and we drive our cars, and we cook our meals, and we're conscious. However, the subconscious is really what is the commander of our reality. And even when you walk into a room, you can feel the energy of it. Myself, I'm an intuitive in terms of I pick up, and I'm an empath, so I definitely pick up on people's moods, the energy of the room, and so I'm sensitive to that. I'm grateful for it, but it also comes, I've got to protect myself as well, because you don't want to take on other people's shit, right? And sometimes that's confusing. Is it my stuff, or is it their stuff? And when we get to recognize that somebody else's mood, somebody else's frequency, that's not our shit, we're able to set up some barriers and some quantum protection in order for those energies to deflect. But it really, so the physics of it, it relates to the theory that our body, thoughts, and all things around us, everything around us emits this invisible energy and frequency, okay? So when you kind of check yourself and you check your attitude, because we all have an attitude, I know I do, and it's not a label or putting in a bad connotation here. It's, we all have an attitude. Okay. And so when we get to gauge what our attitude is against anything, towards anything, you're going to recognize that there is going to be alignment there. There's going to be some resonance. And what you think, you create. So if you are on a low vibe, low mood, you know, it's just your perception and your view and your beliefs are typically of a low vibration, you're going to notice in your life the same patterns occur because you're on that frequency. It's like turning yourself to a radio station or a television station, and you're expecting a different program than what you're actually on. You know, you are wanting to, you know, have good communication skills, good interpersonal skills, good boundaries, all these, good relationship with your husband, good with good parenting skills. And then everything that comes out of you or within you, or even just feeling, is blame, shame, just low projection, hate, rage. So that is physics. That is physics. And when you get to look at yourself and say, wow, I'm responsible for this, because we've been on autopilot, because we've really been dependent on our parents, our teachers, our schools, our systems to say, please tell me what to do, and how to do it, and where to go. And we've really got disconnected with being able to chime in to how we're feeling around people and things and decisions. And that's why when a decision comes up, if an opportunity comes up, and you actually chime in with yourself, quiet yourself, and chime into the energies around and within yourself, say, how does this feel? And then put some action forward once you start getting the tidbits of what to do to accomplish this task, this goal, this purpose. And you get in the habit, we talked about habits yesterday, you get in the habit of chiming into yourself in that way and watching yourself, what you're saying about people, what you're saying about self, what you're focusing on. Are you focusing on the things that you don't have? Are you focusing on the things that what you need to do to get them? Are you putting yourself in a vibration of, there's my desire, there's my goal, and these are the things that I need to do to accomplish them, and I can do it? What are you telling yourself? It's not going to be easy. I don't know what the outcome is going to be. I had a download 2 years ago to start my own practice. I had no clue what this was going to look like. No clue. But because I was on a vibrational match to this goal, and I was very serious and clear about it, it just started to drop in. The ideas just started to drop in. And so are you putting yourself in a vibration of, what can I have? This is what I want. How am I going to do it? Send me the download, open up the channel. And this is to you. Your ideas are going to come from yourself. Ideas, everything that we have in life came from an idea. Okay? So don't think your ideas are too small. So are you putting yourself on that creative frequency, inspired frequency, hope, empowerment? Or are you focusing on what you don't have? That you don't have that. I can't get that. I'm not, you know, I don't deserve that, because there's a worthiness piece there. There's a self-value piece there. So you see that the two vibrations are completely different. So I want you to sit with that today. I want you to chime in, really sit, you have to, in order for you to chime into these energies and this frequency, tuning in, you actually have to quiet your mind. Whether even if that may be through music, that may be through sport, that may be through gardening, shoveling at this point if you're in the north, meditation, nature, just walking and chiming in. This is what I want, and what am I telling myself about that want? Am I in lack from it? Oh, I guess I'll do it when I have money. I guess I'm not going to be able to go on that trip until this. Well, I'm not going to be able to purchase this until this. It's, you're sending the universe, you're sending this science per se, these energies, you're sending it the wrong message, and you're just going to get more of that. And then you notice that you're in resistance. So you're not getting it, or it's really, really hard to get. And then when you get it, you're not happy anyways. Or are you just allowing yourself, this is what I want, and by all means, you're entitled to it. And I don't know how I'm going to get it, but I know it's here. Everything that we want in life is already here. We just have to open up ourselves here, not so much up here. We have to open ourselves up to it. All right. I think this is a big part of my signature program, and the activities, the tools that we do, the restorative content that I have around this. Once you start playing with this kind of stuff and you really believe in your heart, and take this for yourself and start living what you want, start living like you want your goals you want. Because if you can hold it in your head, you can hold it in your hand. And you're going to see the evidence of that once you start understanding that this is all of it, all of its frequency, all of its energy. When you have a relationship, when you even you're determining what to do as a career, what courses to take, what should you do with your health. You may interact with a teacher, a mentor, a doctor, and you feel it right away. You're like, ooh, this doesn't feel very good. Or I really resonated with this person. That's frequency, that's vibration. Okay. You can't, everybody wants evidence, right? Show me the proof. Well, the proof is because this is how I feel, and I'm allowed to chime in with how I feel. And I'm resonating with this person, with this idea, with this content. I'm resonating with it. And so I'm going to lean into it. And then if you don't, it's unexplainable. Even when you walk into a room, you're like, this doesn't feel very good. What are you going to do? You're going to stay, or are you going to go? If you're in a relationship that doesn't feel very good, check in with yourself. Do you stay or do you go? Are you going to let your kids, co-workers, bosses speak in the manner that they are crossing some boundaries with you? Are you going to speak? Are you going to avoid? That's all frequency. Okay. I'm going to leave you with that. I bet I went over. I'm not even trying to have a timer by me right now, because I want to just be in flow with these. And I know I said 10 minutes. But again, this is my passion, and I want to share. And I hope you enjoy quantum physics as much as I do. And I'll see you on day 5. Sending you all the light, all the good vibes and frequencies your way. Take care of yourself. Have a good day.